The intensity that surges through me right now feels like an unstoppable force, as though there's a flame burning within, urging me to embrace what I want most and follow it through with passion. My thoughts are a whirlwind of desire and purpose, all wrapped up in this electric energy. A heat courses through my body, and it's not just physical, it's an emotional rush, an undeniable force of attraction that ignites everything around me. Every thought is consumed by this fire, this burning drive to connect and surrender to what I crave. There's a fire between my legs, but it's not just about the physical sensations. It's about a powerful drive, a hunger for connection, for something real and raw. The thoughts swirling inside my mind push me to explore every desire, every hidden wish, without fear. The warmth that wraps around me isn't just external, it's a fire deep inside, a need to express something deeper than words. It's a longing that transcends the physical and enters into the realm of what could be, should be, and what I can make it. I feel the heat rising, and with it comes clarity in my thoughts. This fire is both a challenge and a revelation. It calls me to break free from limitations and embrace the raw, untamed energy that fills me, guiding me toward something far beyond the surface. The fire I feel is more than just a momentary spark. It's a wave of emotion, a surge of desire that shapes everything I think and feel. It pushes me to search for fulfillment, for truth, for the space where my passion can run wild and free. There's a fire in me right now, and it's not just about being hot or wild. It's about being live, feeling every bit of energy that courses through me, igniting my thoughts and emotions in ways that make me feel both powerful and vulnerable. I can't ignore the fire between my legs. It speaks to me in ways that are both primal and spiritual. It's a reminder of everything I've been denying, everything I desire, and the power I hold within to embrace all of it. This fire inside is not just an urge, it's a whisper of something greater, an awakening of hidden parts of me that I haven't dared to explore until now. My thoughts are scattered, but they carry the weight of unspoken wishes that are finally ready to be set free. The heat I feel is overwhelming, but it's not just a sensation. It's a voice that calls me to surrender. It's a reminder that I am both the fire and the fuel, that I have the power to create something beautiful and wild, something purely mine. The fire between my legs burns hotter with every passing second, and it's not just physical, it's a reflection of every emotion I've been holding back, every thought that has simmered beneath the surface, waiting to be expressed without fear. There's a fire inside me that I can't control, one that makes my thoughts feel chaotic and my emotions intense. It's a wild energy that refuses to be tamed, pushing me to confront what I really want, what I'm truly capable of. Right now, I feel like I'm burning from within, like every thought and feeling is being consumed by this unrelenting heat. It's not just desire, it's a reminder that I am full of power, full of strength, and I can no longer ignore the call to embrace it fully. The fire between my legs isn't just a physical sensation, it's the embodiment of my deepest cravings, my strongest desires. It's a force that fills me completely, altering my thoughts and actions in ways that leave me feeling both exhilarated and uncertain. This heat I'm feeling isn't something I can deny. It's a presence that settles in my bones, fuels my thoughts, and urges me to break free. I am no longer content to live in the shadows of my desires. I am ready to live them out fully. I feel the heat, a rush of energy that seems to wrap itself around my mind, making everything feel so much more intense. It's a fire that stirs within me, bringing my thoughts and emotions into sharp focus as I grapple with everything I want, need, and crave. The fire burning inside me feels so powerful, so consuming, that it demands my attention. My thoughts are racing, full of questions and possibilities. Can I handle this intensity? Do I dare to let it guide me toward what I really want? There's an undeniable heat inside of me right now, one that courses through my veins and shapes my thoughts. It's a call to action, a reminder that my desires are valid, that my feelings are worth pursuing, no matter how intense or overwhelming they may seem. The fire inside me is not just a feeling, it's a realization. I've been hiding from my desires, from the things that truly ignite my spirit. But now the heat is too much to ignore. I am ready to embrace everything I've been holding back. I feel the flame between my legs, and it's not just about the physical sensation. It's the feeling of wanting more, of craving something deeper, something that stirs every part of my being. The fire is both a warning and an invitation to explore what lies beyond. The heat inside me builds, burning through my thoughts like a cleansing fire. Every desire, every wish, every unspoken emotion is being drawn to the surface, begging to be acknowledged and lived. My mind is on fire, consumed by everything I want and everything I feel. The passion that courses through my body makes me question everything I thought I knew about myself. There's no denying it anymore. This fire between my legs is a reflection of everything I've been too afraid to admit. It burns not just with physical desire, but with the need to be understood, to be seen, to be touched in ways that go beyond the surface. There's a fire deep inside me, one that I can't ignore. It sparks my thoughts, fuels my dreams, and forces me to confront every emotion I've tried to bury. I can't deny the heat, and I don't want to anymore. I feel the fire stirring within me, heating my thoughts, pushing me toward something that feels both exhilarating and terrifying. My emotions are in turmoil, but in that chaos, I find clarity. This is who I am now, bold, unafraid, and full of fire. The flame inside me dances wildly, shaping my thoughts and desires into something fierce and undeniable. It's a fire that tells me to stop hiding, to stop running, and to embrace what I truly crave, no matter how intense or overwhelming it might be. There's an energy inside me, a fire that ignites everything I feel and think. It's a burning desire to be seen, to be felt, to be wanted. It stirs something deep inside, pushing me to step into my own power and embrace my desires without shame. The fire in my soul is inescapable. It sparks my thoughts, fuels my feelings, and leaves me craving more passion, more connection, more understanding. I am no longer afraid of the heat. I welcome it with open arms. I feel the warmth between my legs, and it's not just physical. It's a deep yearning, a longing for something more. The thoughts swirling in my mind feel like an invitation to step into a world of passion and possibility. The fire inside me ignites every part of my being, from my thoughts to my emotions. It pushes me to face everything I've been avoiding, to confront the desires I've tried to suppress. There's no running from this heat. It's time to let it guide me. This fire is unlike anything I've felt before. It burns with intensity, but it also holds a promise that everything I crave is within reach, that every thought and desire I have can be turned into something real, something beautiful. The heat that fills me is a force of nature, impossible to ignore. It consumes my every thought, every feeling, and urges me to chase what I want without hesitation. There's no more holding back. This is the moment of surrender. The fire between my legs burns brighter, hotter, and I can't help but feel both empowered and vulnerable in its presence. My thoughts are tangled, but they all lead to the same place, an unrelenting desire to experience and embrace everything this heat offers. I feel the fire ignite within me, a reminder of everything I desire but have kept hidden. The thoughts that flood my mind are sharp and clear. This is my time to feel everything, to embrace every emotion and desire without hesitation. This heat inside me is more than just desire. It's a call to action. It's a reminder that everything I've longed for is waiting for me just beyond the flame. My thoughts burn with clarity as I embrace everything this fire represents. There's a fire inside that makes me feel more alive than ever. It sharpens my thoughts, clears away the doubts, and reminds me that desire is not something to be ashamed of. It's something to be celebrated. I feel the flame inside me rise, and with it comes a sense of purpose. It's not just about passion, it's about owning my desires, acknowledging them, and letting them guide me to places I've always wanted to go. The fire is consuming, all encompassing. It's a force that makes everything else fade into the background. My thoughts are overwhelmed with the heat, but in that heat, I find clarity and a deeper understanding of who I am. The fire that burns within me doesn't just ignite my body, it fuels my mind, my heart, and my soul. It pushes me to confront my deepest desires, to chase them with the full force of my being. There's a fire inside me that burns with an intensity that cannot be ignored. It stirs my thoughts, drives my emotions, and pushes me to embrace the passions I've held in check for too long.